Hello, I'm Haley Wilgus.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us tonight. Our top story, a Suncoast city taking a big step towards regulating medical marijuana.
The mayor of Bradenton and council members are discussing a 6-month moratorium on dispensaries. ABC 7's Rick Adams is joining us live from Bradenton City Hall with the latest. Rick.
Yeah, Haley and Scott, the city council here voted 5-0 in favor of this moratorium. It still does have a big step to go for full approval. Now that voters have given the okay to medical marijuana here in Florida, cities like Bradenton are scrambling to be able to give themselves a little more time. The city council is looking to enforce a 180-day moratorium on medical marijuana shops.
We just don't know these dispensing facilities, how they're going to operate, how they're going to fit in our zoning, how they're going to fit in city codes.
Another aspect of this is what the state of Florida will do as part of their laws in regulating medical marijuana. Bradenton City Councilman Patrick Groff says the moratorium is important because it gives them more time in how to handle something so new and answer some very important questions.
We're not discounting what the voters did. We're just saying we don't know how to properly regulate it yet.
Trulieve, a Tallahassee-based company, has plans to open a dispensary on a piece of property they've already bought on 14th Street. No one from their company could be reached for comment. Mayor Poston is hoping that he and council members can make sense of this whole medical marijuana issue in the coming months.
I'm not sure 180 days is going to be enough, but at least we make a run at it at that point.
In Manatee County, commissioners are also considering a 6-month moratorium. They're expected to vote on that within the next few weeks. And the second and final reading on this is scheduled for December 14th. That's a Wednesday right here at City Hall. Reporting live from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
Thank you, Rick. A Suncoast pharmacy is having to pay big bucks to resolve healthcare fraud allegations. The U.S. Attorney's Office says that Lemon Bay Drugs in Inglewood, with the addition of Brooksville Drug in Brooksville, have agreed to pay a total of $750,000 to the government for violating the False Claims Act. The settlement resolves allegations that both pharmacies gave Medicare and Medicaid patients generic versions of medications, but charged Medicare and Medicaid for the brand name drugs. A former pharmacy technician who worked at Lemon Bay Drugs alerted authorities and will now receive $142,000 as her share of the settlement.
After multiple school lockdowns in recent weeks, Sarasota County School Board members want to refine the communications process. During a board workshop this week, members questioned why they were not directly informed about the school lockdowns that impacted Venice High School when a student phoned in a fake bomb threat, as well as a lockdown for Sarasota High, Alta Vista Elementary, and the Suncoast School for Innovative Studies when a gun was stolen from a car at a nearby dealership. In both situations, the lockdowns were done as a precaution and no students were hurt. And while board members questioned the process, parents we spoke to say the lockdown information process went well.
That as soon as the lockdown was in process, the school called every parent and letting them know what was going on, and they keep updating like every hour.
By phone, cell phone, email, they got the point across. I knew there was something going on.
District officials say they're refining the process to make sure they address any concerns from board members and the community.
If you recently filled up at a gas station in Sarasota, you may want to check your bank account. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies say a credit card skimmer was found at the BP on North Lockwood Ridge Road yesterday. The skimmer was inside one of the gas pumps. Customers who have recently bought gas at that station should check their bank statements for any suspicious transactions. And deputies remind people to pay with cash or use a credit card when possible. Also check for signs of tampering at the pump. A messy accident on I-75 delayed traffic during rush hour this morning. According to Florida Highway Patrol, a truck that was transporting pig carcasses spilled some of its load on the northbound lanes of I-75 near the Fruitville Road exit. That was around 8 o'clock this morning. FHP closed 2 northbound lanes so crews could pick up the remains. The lanes reopened about 2 hours later.
And an extremely close call in the city of Northport today. A 120-ton crane came toppling over just off Toledo Blade Boulevard around 1 o'clock this afternoon, taking down a vehicle and a trailer. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but the crane came close to some workers when it fell. Crews with Allegiance Crane Company were installing some equipment on a cell phone tower at the time of the accident. Northport Fire Department and police responded, and the accident is under investigation.
And now it's time for a check on our weather, and I don't think anyone out there is complaining about it. What is there to complain about?
It's beautiful.
It's nice, yeah.
About perfect, Bob.
A beautiful day today. It was mostly sunny skies, really dry conditions in the atmosphere, low humidity, temperatures in the upper 70s for the most part after a pretty nice start too into the mid 50s for lows. And Lakewood Ranch webcam showing hardly any clouds at all. At one point there's just a few clouds out there, but really all that cloudiness associated with that frontal boundary is well to the south and east of the state now, continuing to push away as high pressure builds in from the west. And this high pressure ridge will dominate our weather over the next couple of days. We'll talk more about that later. But currently at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, we have 78 degrees. The dew point is at 44. That's low. That makes our humidity now at 30%. Winds are out of the north at 8 miles an hour. It's been a little bit breezy today, but that's been not too terribly bad. The pressure now 29.95 inches, and that is rising slightly. The forecast through the evening stays real nice with temperatures dropping down into the low 60s by 11 o'clock. We'll have more in the forecast, talk about the tropics coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. Tonight in our ongoing series, Suncoast 2037, we're looking at the precious natural resources in Florida and here on the Suncoast. State, county, and city leaders constantly struggle with how to manage growth and development while preserving our natural resources. The mayor of Bradenton, Wayne Poston, says he has concerns about the aquifer, which is a main source of drinking water, being polluted. But he says there's still plenty of land, primarily agricultural, here on the Suncoast.
Well, quite honestly, with the increase in technology for agriculture in the state, we're using so much less water.
Remember, you can find Suncoast 2037 stories on everything ranging from traffic to sea levels and our education system. Just go to our website, mysuncoast.com.
Some local elementary school students got some tips on how to grow veggies here on Earth and in space. Ed Rosenthal, the chairman of Sarasota-based company Floracan, spoke to kids at Pineview School in Osprey today. One of Floracan's fertilizers was certified by NASA as a space technology project and is being used to grow veggies in space to feed astronauts. NASA has successfully grown 2 crops of red romaine lettuce in space. Rosenthal talked to the kids about the challenges of growing vegetables in space, including the lack of gravity, natural light, and soil. The technology also has some important benefits for growing vegetables on Earth.
After many years of rigorous research, that they had selected our controlled release fertilizer to be used in space to grow vegetables for the astronauts.
Some of the plants need more time to grow than others, and others aren't ready to harvest yet sometimes.
The students were also treated to a special lunch catered by Madison's, which included ingredients that they grew in their garden. So that's pretty cool. See the fruits of your labor, literally.
I'm going to say they're really talented gardeners. Look at all that.
A lot better than I could do, I can tell you that.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, Donald Trump's cabinet contenders. Why there's still some confusion on the president-elect's choices for the administration.
And ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast. Plus, later in Health Smart, an advancement in technology that could greatly improve skin cancer detection.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual Sarasota Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, November 19th and 20th at Selby Five Points Park in downtown Sarasota. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
While President-elect Donald Trump remains mostly hidden from the public, he's having high-profile meetings inside of Trump Tower as he considers who should fill key positions in his administration and cabinet.
Critics say confusion and controversy are plaguing this transition, but his team says they're making excellent progress. ABC's Maggie Rulli is in Washington with more.
Very well. The transition of power continues. Vice President Joe Biden sitting down with VP-elect and transition team leader Mike Pence in Washington today, as Pence deals with his very long to-do list that critics say is clouded in confusion. One of Trump's top national security advisors reportedly forced to resign. Governor Chris Christie ousted. Ben Carson declining consideration for a potential Trump cabinet slot. And Democrats on the Hill are up in arms over Trump's new White House counselor Stephen Bannon and his ties to the alt-right and white nationalists.
The beginning of any transition like this has turmoil.
Team Trump reminding reporters that their transition timeline matches other administrations as Trump continues to host a steady stream of potential cabinet nominees at Trump Tower in New York City.
Well, you don't form a federal government overnight, and these are very serious issues, very serious appointments.
But not everyone is excited to be associated with the Trump brand. Trump's name was removed from a few buildings in Manhattan after residents petitioned to have it changed last month. And just like many parts of the country, protests have rocked Trump's hometown nearly every day since he was elected. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio met with Trump today to voice the protesters' concerns.
I also raised concerns about some of the messages and some of the rhetoric that for so many people have been hurtful.
We're still waiting for the first press conference from the president-elect. When his transition team was asked today about when that would happen, they said soon. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
All right, Bob.
No controversy in the weather, right?
Man, these days have been awesome.
In November, living to its true form, really. A beautiful month. And we are going to see a stronger cold front coming through, though, so get out the jackets and sweaters. You're going to need them.
Yeah,
that's probably.
I like to change up the wardrobe.
Yeah, that's right, a little bit. We are looking at the beautiful conditions today out on the water. It's a little bit breezy at times. The sea's kicking up with that northwest wind, but the winds are starting to calm a bit and just hardly any clouds to be found today as high pressure continues to dominate the weather and dry air sinks southward right over the state. The showers that were around yesterday have since cleared and pushing off to these. Look at these dew point temperatures. These are extremely low, winter-like. 46 in Pensacola now. These are the actual dew point temperatures. The temperature would have to drop down to this number to start to get moisture to come out of the atmosphere. 47 in Orlando, 56, a little higher in Miami. But if skies remain clear and winds were calm, the temperatures would fall down into the 40s. But we're not going to get quite that cold. We are going to see low temperatures, though, drop down into the low 50s in some inland locations tonight. 78 degrees right now, fair skies. Dew point is at 44 and winds out of the north at 8. The pressure is rising slightly now to 9.95 inches. And those winds are starting to calm down a bit as far as the gusts go. Actual temperatures into the mid-70s, 76 in Tallahassee. It's 68 in Jacksonville, 74 now in Orlando, 76 in Miami, and 75 degrees in Key West. And around town, temperatures from Bradenton into the upper 70s there, 79 degrees, and 77 in Venice. Northport, you're at 76, a little bit cooler inland. Avon Park now at 73 degrees, and Sebring at 73. Lows tonight will be into the mid-50s to upper 50s, right in the water, into the upper 50s there, and 58 degrees in Venice, 55 in Osprey. Sarasota, 58, 55 at Lakewood Ranch to start the day off, 59 in Anna Maria. Bradenton, you'll drop down to about 57 degrees for the start tomorrow on Thursday. Well, we'll warm up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees, though, so another gorgeous day. Beautiful afternoon. Winds not as strong tomorrow with sunshine throughout the day, and looks like no threat of any kind of significant rainfall for some time as a result of this dry air. You got to look at this dry air all in place right here, covering all of the Gulf of Mexico throughout the southeast United States. Not the best of news because of the forest fires and wildfires that are occurring over parts of the southeast, and high fire dangers will exist here with that low humidity around. Now, in the tropics, we're still talking about this system down here, but the news is, even if it were to develop, it wouldn't move much over the course of the upcoming week or so. So that's a good sign that it may just kind of rain itself out in time. You can see the rotation, though. We got some excellent outflow in the upper levels of the atmosphere at this point. A lot of deep convection down here. Water temperatures remain warm into the mid-80s for the most part. So we'll keep an eye on it for you as far as the latest satellite imagery goes. Kind of a disorganized area of showers and storms scattered about in different clusters across the southwest Caribbean. As far as forecast models go, a lot of them indicating that there will be something popping up in the next 5 days. 80% chance of that happening, 30% chance in the next 2 days. And if it were to develop, well, as the models are suggesting, the few of them will be just kind of hanging out right there over the southwest Caribbean. And then eventually a couple of them start to take it off to the northeast, which is fairly typical for this time of year to have a storm develop and then move off toward the northeast into the Caribbean. 50 degrees in Minot, 47 in Billings, 54 in Detroit, same in Chicago, now the nation's capital, at 59 degrees, and much warmer in Dallas at 85. For boaters, northeast winds at 10 knots, so not as windy out there, a light chop on the bays and inland waters. Water temperature 73 degrees. That continues to drop, and we'll see a high of 78 at area beaches with a UV index pretty high at 10. A low tide upcoming 7:07. Sunset should be a great one, 5:38. Sunrise will be at 6:53. And the forecast slightly below average tonight for coastal locations in the upper 50s, inland areas low 50s. Then for tomorrow, look for sunshine, another gorgeous day. Not as windy, 79 your high. And the extended forecast, well, here it comes. A little taste of winter, at least on Sunday, high of 69. It will be breezy, and then low temperatures down to the low to mid 50s on both Monday and Tuesday morning. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, I-75 is backed up in the northbound lanes from north of Fruitville Road all the way south to Clark Road. Very slow going as you head north on the interstate tonight. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, marijuana use may be linked to a weakened heart muscle. Researchers found that people who used marijuana were twice as likely to later develop a heart condition called transient ventricular regional ballooning, or TVRB. TVRB is a form of cardiomyopathy, which sudden weakening of the heart muscle. It can mimic symptoms of a heart attack. Researchers make clear that they have not established that marijuana causes this condition. They say the link may be related to a spike in stress hormones that has previously been identified in some studies of pot smokers. IBM researchers have developed a computer system that early research shows is more effective at identifying a form of skin cancer than expert dermatologists. The Dermascope was given photos of skin lesions taken with a smartphone attachment designed for dermatologists. The IBM computer then compared the images to its database of skin cancer photos and estimated the likelihood that the lesion was melanoma. The computer was more accurate 76% of the time than eight expert dermatologists who were correct 70% of the time. This technology is young, and IBM said it must prove itself in more tests. If you've ever said that your job is killing you, it could be just the opposite. A new study from Indiana University has found that employees in stressful positions are a third less likely to die than those with less strenuous jobs. But there is a caveat. Workers need to have control over their own workflow. Researchers studied thousands of workers in their 60s. They found that those who had more flexibility in a stressful job were more than 34% less likely to have died. Unfortunately, the study also found that those who had high-pressure jobs with little freedom were the most likely to be unhealthy and die sooner. Coming up next, a risky rescue for state troopers the Extremes officers went to save a man from a burning car wreck. And it may be the catch of a lifetime, how one boy saved his baby brother's life. We'll be right back.
All-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are. Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, you'll always get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Highway patrol officers in California going above and beyond to rescue a man trapped in a burning vehicle. The Hyundai was trying to pass slower traffic on a highway when it slammed head-on into a Volkswagen on the other side of the road. The 2 people in that Hyundai were killed, but the Volkswagen driver did survive, but he was trapped under the wreckage. So an officer had to use his squad car to then push the flaming car out of the way. The man was then able to safely get out of that vehicle. A messy situation in Central Florida after 2 trains collide, spilling thousands of gallons of fuel onto the tracks. Authorities say the 2 trains loaded with coal and phosphate rock collided, derailing and sending at least 20 cars tumbling over. 2 people suffered minor injuries. CSX owns both trains. The company says the phosphate train was headed to Chicago with 100 loaded cars, and that coal train was headed to Tampa with 110 loaded cars. Cause of the collision is under investigation.
What started out as takeout turned into a robbery at a pizza place in Pennsylvania. According to police, there was a customer there waiting for his pizza when two gunmen walked in looking to rob the place. The customer was armed and ended up shooting both of them. One of the suspected robbers died. The other is in serious condition. Police are now trying to find out if the customer had a license to carry that weapon. A 9-year-old boy in South Florida swoops in to save his baby brother, and it's all caught on camera. That is the best catch of all time. He's being praised for catching the infant at the last second before he fell to the floor. The 11-month-old was on a changing table, and when the mother turned around, the baby immediately started rolling away. Fortunately, his big brother Levi was there to catch him. The boy's mother says this is a miracle, and she is thankful that Levi was at the right place at the right time.
Wow.
What?
Give that kid a golden glove.
Right. He's going to get away with a lot for a while because his mom is going to feel forever indebted to him. But wow.
And whenever he needs something from his sibling there, he'll just show him.
He'll be like,
video.
look, I saved your life, dude, so you better be nice to me. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, the Diverging Diamond is just the beginning.
We'll have a look at two other upcoming projects involving I-75 interchanges in Manatee County in the near future.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Why wait until the turkey has you feeling tired? The Black Friday sales event has already started at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers or check out the stylish new Jeep Renegades starting at just $16,999. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Patriot for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.